presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Ben in San Jose. Ben, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I just wanted to thank you and your team and everything. I've been using your technique with the 10-minute charts, watching the VIX, and just making a fortune here on the futures.
Isn't it interesting? That's awesome, man.
It's wonderful. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate it.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night and a great week, folks. Don't make assumptions. Disconcern the truth. The problem with making assumptions is that we believe they are the truth. We make an assumption, we misunderstand, we take it personally, and we react by sending emotional poison with our word. This creates a whole big drama for nothing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 353, NASDAQ up 216, S&P's up 58. Gold contract down $71.20, trading at $23.42 an ounce. We have silver trading down $1.57, $27.55 an ounce. Light sweet crude down 29 cents, $82.85 a barrel. Notes and bonds. A 10-year note down flat, rather, 108.28. The 30-year down 1 at 114.18 in King Dollar. King Dollar right now is trading down 49 ticks, 106.104. Euro 106, yen 154, British pound 123 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. It was called, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, let's bring this baby up. You had a pullback last week, fast, furious, came down, number one, filling the gap. Number two, into a breakout area. And now we get the bounce going. So what we have is this, okay? The gap on the SPY, okay, was 497.37. On Friday, you got down to 493. Bottom line, you're at 501 right now. And we'll see what kind of a bounce we're going to get out of here. You know, I think the first place that we're going to get any flack at all, and the SPY is like 512, and right now you're at 500. So that's 12 more points on the upside. We go into the NDX 100. Now, this is really cool what happened here, because this came all the way back to the breakout area, and that's a typical time in the trade deal. So you take a look at this, and you're going to see, bottom line is you break topside with volume. And the break that I'm talking about here was established on January 19th. You had volume there of 70 million. So the low of that was 434. 414. We go all the way up to 449. We come all the way back down to 413.07. And we hit that with the 75 million shares versus the 70 million. Same type of setup. Now what's going to happen here is that we did test the lows of today, just about tested them. But that can be counted as the test, so we're going to see what kind of a bounce we're going to get here. And then the Qs, I suspect we're going to go to at least 435. And right now you're at 420. So I'm looking for some real juice here. Gold contract. Look at this thing, man. The thing that's kind of strange about this, actually, let's go through this for a second. So you have gold down 68 bucks. We hit a low today of 23.38. We're at 23.45. Now, we had a high volume low of last week, and that's where we rejected lower price. And what we're doing is we're testing that area, but you're not rejected lower price yet. In fact, it's almost like it hasn't traded. It's been trading in between this 23.40 area, 23.45 area, And we're coming into, 340,000 contracts. So you're 100,000 contracts light. That being said, however, is that you need a rejection of lower price. That's the bottom line, which we do not have yet. If we go to the silver market, and you can see when they take apart silver, man, it's just pretty amazing how it shakes out. With silver, bottom line is that you're down 37,000 contracts. This blew away the low of last week. And if I do the SLV, because you can get, I'll go back to the SLV, which is the ETF structure for the silver market. You are going to see it's lighter volume, by a substantial amount, too. We're coming down with 32 million versus 54. That being said, when you gap away like this is, silver looks to me like it's going to hit 24.76. Well, we hit 24.79 today. Yeah, they could hit that again. We'll see how this baby shakes out. Now, the note and bond market. Yeah, check this out, folks. My take is that and this is where you're going to see this bounce happening in a monster way. So the 10-year note, take a look at the 10-year note. We are trading 107.28. Now, we take a look at this. What you're going to see. There we go. Okay, so we came into a low last Monday, and it was with light volume. It was at 107.13. We got a little juice on Friday, gave it up on price. Today, we didn't hit the low. You rejected the lower price at 107.17. That tells me that the whole bounce is on again. So we'll see how far this can go. Let's go look at the TLT, because the TLT should be saying the same thing. The TLT is the 20-year plus. Yeah, it is. It is. So the TLT, yeah, look at this. This is pretty cool, actually. So look what it did. The TLT goes back to a sign of strength going all the way back 6 months, November 3rd, 77 million shares versus last week, 45 million. This one's higher price again. That's how this is shaking out. Higher prices going to come at us once again. And now the wild card, no doubt here, is the dollar. The dollar, bottom line, 106, 117, and your swing point, man, is that 107. So, when you get this close to it, it's like, okay, are you going to go make the run for the 107? We haven't hit it yet. We've hit 106.516 thus far. But I suspect that 107 is game. What I also expect is that what you have here is that we get the big tech coming out with earnings. That's telling me the earnings are going to be good. Market wants to go higher once again. Yes, you heard that correct. Pretty wild, man. I'm telling you, this was quite a swing. Well, in particular today, too. I mean, when you look at this, that extra 30 points in the S&Ps today basically are saying it. This is how when you get a bounce, folks, the bottom line, you get the first leg, and then the second leg comes out of nowhere, and that's exactly what happened here with the second leg. This came out of nowhere, and right now, very near the top, we still get volume. We still get volume up here at 5072. So, not bad. Stay right there, folks. I'm Mr. Steve Rhodes coming back with us.
If you spend any time online researching trading techniques on how to begin your trading journey, you've no doubt come across many folks who push Forex trading as a way to make big money quickly. Unfortunately, there are equally as many stories of these so-called Forex professionals just looking to make a quick buck off aspiring traders without actually teaching the ins and outs of the Forex market. This is what sets Teddy Keckstad's The Tiger Forex Report off the riffraff. Every Monday, former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member and author Teddy Keckstad releases his Tiger Forex Report newsletter, where he dives into the complex world of Forex and takes time to actually teach you his methods that have made him so successful in the fast-paced and rewarding world of Forex trading. Furthermore, all subscribers receive access to archived live streams of Teddy's, where he provides university-level education to help you in Forex trading. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Forex awaits.
The stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
Are you ready to take charge of your financial future? TFNN is your gateway to the world of trading and investing. Whether you're starting out or scaling up, TFNN empowers traders and investors of all skill levels with top-notch investing systems, strategies, and techniques. It's time to protect and grow your money with insight you can trust. Join us live Monday through Friday during market hours for exclusive content that moves with the markets. At TFNN, we bring the trading floor to you. Our seasoned hosts are here to answer your calls and questions live on the air. Check out the Tiger's Den for just $1 and follow us on YouTube and become part of our vibrant community. And remember, at TFNN, we're so confident in the value we provide that we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on all new premium newsletter subscriptions and services. You have absolutely nothing to risk, so why wait? Tune in live to Tiger TV and transform your trading journey. Because when you know better, you invest better. Join us and experience the difference today. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now trading up 357. I get the Nasdaq up 227. S&Ps are up 60. Let's get over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the hour. And don't forget, folks, Steve has an outstanding show here every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, Mastering Probability. Now, it's very easy to get Steve's newsletter, folks. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content. You can get the newsletter for 1 month for $149. You get it for 6 months for $695, which is a savings of $199 or 22%, and 1 full year for $1195, which is a savings of $593 or 33%. They all come with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Steve has a huge amount of tools that he uses out there each and every day. When you get the newsletter, you're going to understand the tools, you're going to understand how he looks at the market, and you're going to have some great tools to look at this market every single trading day. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
Stanley Cup time, my favorite time of the year.
It is.
One of my favorite times of the year. Right?
I know. There's nothing like the beginning of playoffs in general. Because hockey playoff, folks, they play differently. I mean, just it's a mind blower, actually. But it changes just like that. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. But think of this. You know, we're in the state of Florida, right? Summertime for the most part, year-round out there, right? And we've got 2 hockey teams, and they're both in the playoffs, and they're playing each other.
And they're good.
Mistakes.
I know. Listen, I remember when this first started, folks, meaning that, the down south was getting hockey teams. And guess what? It's been successful beyond belief, man. I mean, beyond belief.
Nashville, right? You got Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
the fan base is huge. Yeah, there's no doubt, man. Yeah, and then how about Scotty Scheffler, right? I mean, that's...
Yeah, you'd love to... if you play golf enough, you end up with periods of time, where everything is clicking. For me, that's like about 3 or 4 holes. For Scheffler, it's nonstop tournaments, one after another.
It's unbelievable. Right? It really is. And then I forget the woman's name, but she won 5 in a row, which is
Nelly Korda. She's up in your neck of the woods. Is where she lives. So it's just 2 amazing stars out there.
Seriously.
They play a game that I am not familiar with. That's for sure.
Yeah, really.
So I thought, Tom, we would it's what's really interesting about these markets is that patterns repeat over and over and over and over and over again. And today is no different. And so the first chart that we're taking a look at is the New York Stock Exchange. It's the advanced decline oscillator. So the top portion of this chart is the New York Stock Exchange. The next section is the advanced decline line. The advanced Klein oscillator is simply the difference between two things. In this case here, those two things are the 39 and 19 period exponential moving average. When that indicator gets below minus 150, it gives you an oversold reading. Well, last Tuesday we were down below minus 250, and so this is the center. This is the portion here where I've got my cursor going across the screen.
Yes.
And that gets us into an oversold territory. So what we're seeing today is not unusual. Again, it's the same pattern that repeats over and over and over again. And that now, not necessarily with regard to the depth of, let's say, the move higher today, but from the point that an oversold condition needs to work its way off. It always has in the past. It always will in the future. So this is really a great tool for folks to be able to be aware of. And then you just simply have to put some other tools together to try to identify when a bounce is likely to form. So that's the first thing. The second thing is I use the spot volatility index.
Yes.
And today's what this is suggesting to us right now is that today's rally should continue. So we've got great traders, great tigers and tigresses. One of those in the morning, a guy named Garo from out in California. He uses something called the parabolic SAR tool out there, which are these blue dots that are on my screen out here.
Yes.
And what took place today is price moved right through one of them. In fact, what it does when it moves through one of them, it puts a little dot up on the top. So it tells us that in this case here, this tool is telling us that the spot volatility should continue to move lower. Now, we're not out of the woods or anything like that because the spot volatility is still above its 50-day exponential moving average. But price should go target that level, that $15.13 mark. Now, folks, this number, 15.13, is going to change as price moves up and down. But just tune into the Trader's Edge show tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and you'll know exactly where that is at. And the reason why that 50-day exponential moving average is so important to me, Tom, is really because of this chart. And this is more of like a general. So generally speaking, when the spot volatility is below its 50-day exponential moving average, and that's highlighted in the green boxes or rectangles on my screen, the S&P 500 typically moves sideways to higher, unless you've identified a specific top out there. So generally speaking, that's what we see. And the exact opposite, when the spot volatility is above its 50-day, which is right now, and those are the red boxes, the market typically moves sideways to lower. So it's just a great overall general tool. People can map this on their systems out there. It's really important to know this. So the one last thing about the spot volatility that I want to mention, and this was just before I was coming onto the segment, so I took a snapshot of this picture. What this picture is showing, the S&P 500 is at the top. But when you take a look at those blue arrows and green arrows, the blue arrows are telling us when there's a one-day rate of change in the spot volatility above plus 10%. When we get that, we typically see a bounce or a bottom in the overnight session of the market, ES Mini as an example. But today, we may... Don't know where, right when I took the snapshot of this picture, we were below minus 10%. And that's really a green arrow. We haven't had a day below minus 10% for a while out here. But what that typically suggests to us, Tom, is that is an initiation to higher price for the S&P 500. So if we get that spot volatility below minus 10%, it was a one-day rate of change today, I'm suggesting that this market should at least rally tomorrow. When we take all that, and then I take a look at what's going on inside the ES Mini. So spot volatility is dealing with the S&P 500. If we take a look at the ES Mini out here, what I'm showing is a 1 to 2 A to B equals CD pattern. Now, somewhere in your book, The Art of Timing the Trade, you've pounded into my head, when you get to the 1 to 2 level, the market's going to do something else.
Right?
So you put that together with the spot volatility that we were taking a look at with regard to the oversold reading. Is it really a big surprise that we're getting a rally?
That's a clean one too, man. Look at that. Wow. Okay, cool.
And today, so for me, the way that I confirm a to B equals CD pattern, and this really shows it, is that I wait for a bullish reversal candle to form. And that's what we are likely to have.
Yes.
All that the ES Mini has to do is close above 50.4725 today. And that was Friday's open. And if it does that, we'll have your bullish reversal candle. And then what I also have here is a new profile. So where are the next battlegrounds? Well, 50.81 is one battleground. I think price should be able to get above that and then take us all the way up to the 51.39 level. That's the top of the profile. Now, this profile is attempting to form. I'll have confirmation of this evening. So, again, folks should tune in tomorrow, and we'll know whether that profile is taken hold or not. out there. The NQ, so here's the other three equity future contracts. The Dow already had a TD9 count bottom, so its target is 38,780. The Russell 2000, Tom, is it trading above the RTY? Is it trading above 1982 right now? It needs a close below 1982.80 for it to confirm a bottom pattern, a TD9 count. So it's really going to be dependent upon that close out there. And the NQ right now is kind of in a world of its own. But I think you took that apart pretty good. You took that apart pretty well to say, hey, you know what? The NQ came all the way back to its breakout level, and it should bounce from here. So I think that we get this bounce, and it lasts at least for a couple of days.
You know what's amazing, Steve, is that if this market, if that was it, and this takes off again, it's going to be crazy, man.
Yes, I agree. I agree. But I think we should at least get a 2-day rally. That's kind of one of the normal dance steps in the market.
And listen, folks, it's really easy to get Steve's newsletter. Come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content, maximum probability. Steve, have a great one, safe one, and look for a show tomorrow.
Thanks, Tom. Take care.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Many trading newsletters attempt to focus on a narrow set of equities or commodities. While this works for some, it oftentimes misses many opportunities that possess huge gain potential. But how is an independent trader supposed to scan the entire market looking for these hidden opportunities? One simple answer: the opening call newsletter. Basil Chapman, developer of the Chapman Wave trading methodology, has been trading the markets for longer than most trading influencers have been alive. And over that time, he has honed his methodology in order to accurately call movements in a wide range of equities, from semiconductors to uranium to key indices and so much more. Basil is old school, taking the time to educate the trader while also giving his insights into key indices, selective stocks, and more. Opening call subscribers also receive access to dozens of educational live streams that can be accessed at any time for your edification. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So ignore the pop trading influencers and start learning time-tested technical analysis.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
Tigers, the inaugural session of Live Trading Fridays with Larry Pesavento was a massive success. Trades were communicated, questions were answered, and money was made. Every second and fourth Friday of the month, from 9 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, Larry wants you to join him as he places live trades and takes your questions. That's right. With this monthly subscription, you receive access to 2 live trading events. We are gearing up for the next session Friday, April 26th, so there's still time to sign up. For this month only, use code LarryLive at checkout in order to secure $50 off your monthly subscription price for as long as you subscribe to the service. We'll see you next Friday, April 26th, Tigers. TFNN, educating investors.
This portion of the Tom O'Brien Show is brought to you by Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the direction. Visit Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now trading up 320. We get the Nasdaq up 202. S&Ps are up 53. And we start taking a look. Let's take a look at some of these heavy hitters here. So we got Microsoft's going to be coming out with numbers the 25th. And so we're at the 22nd? That Wednesday? 1 second. Yeah. So that's Wednesday. This is what's going to save the market. This is crazy. Apple's coming out. Oh, that's May. Okay. Google. 25th also. Amazon. '30th. So that's not next. Okay. Well, let's see what else. Google. Oh, Meta. 24th. Okay. I don't think we get the chips. I think those are later. Yeah. NVIDIA is up at the May 22nd. But let's take a look at NVIDIA here because this thing's getting soft, man. Okay, so, yep, look at this. Okay, so NVIDIA's trading $7.95. Let's take this, put this on a weekly first and see what we ended up with last week. Okay, so you came down on monster volume. You're coming into volume 2, though, so let's save it a bit. 1 second. So that's 974. Oh, so here, I'm going to give you the good news first. The good news is that this is a high volume high, so you go back to highs. That's the good news. The real kicker on, let's do this intraday. Not intraday, I mean daily. So daily, oh, I see. No, it's going after the gap. We're not done yet with this. Yeah, this gap. So 688, man. 688's game here. More than likely, what we're going to see here with NVIDIA, you're going to bounce, and then we're going to go after this gap. These gaps are so dangerous, it's unbelievable. It's particularly so dangerous when you're trading at 974 and the gap's at 688 and it looked like it never could get hit. And then boom, out of nowhere. Doesn't take much, man. These gaps get filled. That's the bottom line. And then if we go to, let's go to a few more of these inside the same sector. So Advanced Micro, let's see where she's trading out. Okay, so she's 148. Yeah. So one second, ADM. Oh, look at how much this has already come down. So this is already off its highs, 227 to 148. Whoa, man, holy cow. So what this is doing, let's get interesting. Let me put this on a weekly here. It's coming back to its original breakout area. Not original breakout area, but one of its very strong breakout areas. And it is coming back with way too much volume. Okay, so, oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. No, we came back with 316 million versus 489. So the real kick is if you have an interest in this one, is that you just got to wait. Because you're back at the breakout area and see what kind of strength you can get into this. And you're not getting strength today, that's for sure. So I suspect what's going to happen inside the chip business is that that gap wants to get filled first on NVIDIA. Because that rules the whole ball of wax. There's no doubt about that. You got the, what is it, the Super Mario microcomputer. This thing here trades with NVIDIA, but has absolutely got volatility that is pretty amazing. So if we take a look at SMCI, what you have so far is this. Well, first off, it doesn't have a high volume high, so it doesn't have to go back to its highs. We came down hard last week, but the volume wasn't that bad, meaning that it was lighter volume. So this is also going to get some kind of a bounce. And then, of course, the risk here is that this comes all the way back to the breakout area also, which is 356. It's like, really? But guess what, man? That's what they like to do. And in this particular case, you could really do that because of the fact of it doesn't have a high volume high. And they're going to be coming out with numbers on the 30th. And what did happen on Friday, and that's why this thing came down so hard, is that the last time that they pre-announced, but they actually gave some announcement. This time they didn't. They said that the bottom line is that, yeah, they're coming out with their computer. I mean, they're coming out with their numbers, but they didn't give any pre-announcement number. And what does that mean? Well, that means that if it was a good number, they would have come out with it, because that's exactly what they did the last time, and that's how it gapped higher. You know, so this is a problem. Let's go over the E-minis for a second, because we just lost 10 points on the E-minis. That was fast. Okay, so we're up 41. We were up 60 when I started the program. This was a good sale, too. 1 second. So you're 7 minutes into the 10-minute bar. You definitely get volume here, man. So now the question is, let's see it coming into the volume right here. 1 second. This should hold price here. 1 second, because right here, actually the low, what is that number? 5052. Now we're below this by 6 points right now, but 5052. Hold it. No, that's the wrong number. Yeah, that is the wrong number. Okay, so that's the number there. 1 second. Hold it. Yeah, 5041. And we hit 5044, so that's 5. This 41 wants to get hit. That's what's going on. And we don't want it hit on this 10-minute bar because there's too much volume there. Let's go over to the NQs. So the NQs are almost there. $345, and the bottom is 304. Well, 304 is game inside the NQs. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
If you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors. For traders who crave risk, Direxion's daily leveraged and inverse ETFs provide opportunities to magnify short-term perspectives with up to 3 times a daily leverage, utilize bull and bear funds from both sides of the trade, and trade through rapidly changing markets. These are highly leveraged ETFs with daily resetting designed for short-term trading, not long-term investing. Whether you're a bull or a bear, you choose the Direxion. For up-to-date pricing and performance, go to Direxion.com. Investing in the funds involves significant risk and should only be utilized by investors who understand the impact of leverage and actively monitor their portfolio. They are not designed to track the underlying index or security for more than a day. Before investing, carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risk, charges, and expenses contained in the prospectus available at Direxion.com. Read carefully. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter. A must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 264, Nasdaq's up 170, S&Ps are up 43. Let's go to Tesla. We got to go see Tesla because you talk about a trip in itself. Okay, so Tesla's trading 141. My take is that we're going to 101. I'll show you here why first. Let me put this up. This is sticking out like a sore thumb on the weeklies and on the monthlies. Right there, baby. That's a high volume low, and that's 101.81. I'll put this on the monthly, and you can see it quite clearly also. There she is, making her way down there. It's pretty amazing. I mean, you talk about this leg here started at 299. You're at 141. Now, here's the kicker, which is just wild, man. So Tesla's going to be coming out with numbers, tomorrow after the market, okay? The numbers expect to be a disaster, number one. And then last week, what Musk did is that he canned his $25,000 inexpensive EV, and he's going all in on the robo-taxi. Now, the kicker in all of this is that, it's the believability of the whole deal. And then on top of that, he expects that the shareholders, and this is where it's going to get really wild, are going to re-vote and give him the $56 billion billion dollar payout. Now, I can't see that at all. I mean, could you imagine that, on the way up, what was going on there, folks, is this. On the way up, there's no doubt any analyst in their right mind, which most of them were at the time, saying that there's no way that Musk is going to reach the $56 billion payout because it was so far out, meaning that the equity had to go up so much. Now, the equity did go up there, and the bottom line is that if this was done correctly, he probably would have got it. Now the question is, will they ever see that price again, and are they just going to give him $56 billion? That's going to be the whole deal here. So let's just go see if any of these big dudes are selling. So we'll take a look at the security ownership and see what has happened out here in the last month or so. So what I'm going to do first, let me change this. And what you're looking for is this. So if you're watching Tiger TV, what you see is that I have all the cells now. But when you look at the cells, right next to the cells, what you're looking for is not the 1231 number. You're looking just like here, March 31st. See this one right here? That's Los Angeles Capital Management. They're bailing. They sold 800,000 shares. And there's not much, man. There's not many people bailing. No, there's not. You got one bale here, 354,000, another 351. Now let me see buys. Might be more buys than sells there. Yeah, look at this. They're actually, that's government pension investment funds. Oh my God. Oh, that's of Japan. They actually bought 1.4 million shares. Who's this one? ARK Investments. Oh, she just never stops. She just bought 1.3 million shares. Deutsche Bank just bought 1.2. Samoto just bought 1.1. There's, when you actually look at this on these bigger sales, there's actually more bigger sales than, bigger buys than bigger sales. Still not helping it though, and it's not going to help it, you know. But if that gets to that 101, which I expect it will, there's going to be some devastation out here, man. And we'll see what. Well, let me see what. This is what Tesla is supposed to be coming up with. Okay, so they're looking to do 22.3 billion to the top line. That's going to be 3 billion less than they did last quarter, and 52 cents to the bottom line. Now, the way these numbers are structured, these numbers still look really good compared to what I expect they're actually going to do when they come out. Because now, I mean, he's only, well, he's looking to gain 20% this year. So 20%, no doubt's a big number. But bottom line, robo-taxis, yeah, I don't see it, man. I see it. But robo-taxis aren't going to be around in the next, 5 years, folks. He doesn't, the thing that's amazing about how he's all in on the robo-taxi deal is that what happens is that you have to get permission off the highway department in order to basically get these things on the road just to do the testing, okay? Just to do the testing, okay? So, they've been working on the robo-taxis for 8 years. And if you remember, he's already said supposedly that, oh yeah, we're already going to have them in the whole ball of wax. I think the market's figuring out now, pretty well that he is a marketer, period. And he hasn't got grabbed on the aspect of pumping up the stock. It just hasn't happened. He just hasn't got grabbed. And you don't get grabbed at something like that, guess what? You're going to keep doing it. And that's where his head's at. Let's go to the S&Ps again for a second, because we came all the way back again. I'm just curious to see whether we come back with any volume here. Okay, so, yeah, we did. Yep. Okay, what time is it? Yep, we'll start the next 10-minute bar. That's it. Yep, that's it. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into that bar of where that was when I actually started the program, that was the second leg up. And that's what it did. Get down to this 5041. Now we hit 5043, takes off. Now if we get higher than 5060, it's going to go right to the highs, because that 5060 does have volume there. And if we go to the NQs, and the NQ is the same setup, yeah. Same setup. Yeah, I mean, go back to Tesla for a second, as one of the tigers is saying, but he just fired his marketing department. And he did, for the Tesla deal. He just fired, so you can't try to figure that whole deal out. What you can figure, folks, if you stay with the technical analysis, 101 is where we're going, And then, we'll see how the rest of this shakes out. Dow Industrials right now up 260, Nasdaq's up 178, S&P's up 46. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
stock market is a delicate, interconnecting web of commodities, equities, and trader psychology. When one string of the web is pulled, it has a ripple effect across the broader market. This is where opportunity lies. But how are you to gather all of this information into one cohesive model when you're already spending your energy looking for any possible trade opportunities? Luckily, you don't have to worry about that, as Tom O'Brien has brought all important market news to you in one single newsletter, Market Insights. Market Insights provides a daily overview of what's happening in the indexes, bonds, gold, and more. Follow along with Tom daily as he analyzes the components that affect the overall movement of the stock market, giving insight into how each one plays either a bullish or bearish role. Tom also analyzes specific equities that he believes has the potential to make huge returns, and his track record proves his analysis right. All first-time subscribers receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what are you waiting for? Don't let the market leave you in the dust.
In the world of trading, only a few names stand out like Larry Pesavento, a pro's pro with over 50 years of experience. Larry has seen it all. A former Chicago Mercantile Exchange member, Larry has authored 10 books and trained over 1,000 traders with his unmatched expertise. Introducing Fibonacci 24/7, Larry Pesavento's daily trading service that turns the complexity of markets into opportunities. Published every Sunday, receive a comprehensive report packed with detailed commentary, charts, and videos that illuminate the patterns shaping the markets, with updates throughout the week exclusively for subscribers. Whether through charts or videos, Larry's analysis is your roadmap to navigating the markets. You can sign up now at TFNN.com for just $97. And with all TFNN newsletters backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, you have nothing to risk. For all the details, visit TFNN.com. You'll find Fibonacci 24/7 right under the newsletters tab.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter. A must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN. Educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 246, Nasdaq's up 154, S&Ps are up 40, and this S&P is slippery right at this point, folks. We just had a pop 10, a pop down 10. Oh, what a trip, man. Yep. And so let's see, we're on. Okay, so you're 4 minutes into this bar, and the bar. So we're dealing with 41,000. You're at 26 right now. NQ. Same setup. There's a lot of volume here, though, on the NQ. So right where we're at right now, folks, in the NQ is crucial. So because the 17,332, if we got under that, you know, you could get under that quite a bit. I don't think we're gonna. I think this is because you can see what happened here is that when you take a look at it, you're going to see that this is where the breakout area was this morning. You came back to the breakout area. We had two big bars. This is going to be the third one. You're going to get the rejection of lower price, and this market still wants higher price. Now, the cool thing is that this is the way this market is trading right here. This is how you do trade when you're getting a bounce, because you got to keep everyone on edge that, okay, are we going to take the next leg down in the market, or is this bounce going to basically get some traction in it? Because when you take a look at today, you got traction at the beginning of the day. It was weak. The middle of the day was big, and it looks like it's going to hold. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night, folks. Have a safe night. Come back and visit Jacob tomorrow morning. Kicks us off 9 a.m. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one.